Hi, I'm Reba Hervis, Artistic Director at Overshadowed Theatrical Productions, and with me is Rebecca Leland. Welcome to this week's episode From the Wings. Hi, Rebecca.
Hello, Reba.
That was a really long pause, wasn't it? Like, hi, Rebecca.
Hi, we're back, and we're going to talk about something that has been a little bit removed from the public eye, but we still thought it was important to chat about.
So I guess this was a big story. It's been quite a few weeks now, but there was we all know who Stephen Colbert is, right? And I'm terrible with pronunciations, and so I probably will continue to murder his name as we go. But
I like it, though.
So anyway, on the news several weeks ago, he made a joke during his opening monologue on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
Now, maybe the dumbest part of the Proud Boys is their dumb name, which comes from something even dumber. Proud of Your Boy, a song from the stage musical version of Aladdin.
About the Proud Boys using a song from the musical Aladdin, the song Proud of Your Boys, as the basis for their group.
According to the handbook, it is healthy to sing our anthem at least once a night. Yes, to promote healthy masculine vigor.
Colbert, in the process, scoffed at the idea of the songs and performers from Aladdin being masculine, while specifically showing footage of Aladdin star Adam Jacobs.
You must sing their alpha song anthem that sets testosterone ablaze. Let her rip, Jim.
There's no good reason that you should believe me, not yet. I know, but someday soon I'll make you proud of your boy.
So when I first read this headline, it actually meant more to me when I read the headline than it did when I actually saw the clip.
Yeah.
Because I started getting really offended about this idea that you would take the song of Proud of Your Boys and then scoff at that being masculine. I think that masculinity in theater has been something that we have fought for years, that people think if a guy sings a song, he's not manly. If a guy dances, he's not manly.
Men in theater,
you know, right. And I hate that. I don't think that just because you sing and just because you act and just because you dance that it makes you masculine or not masculine. And I don't think that that should be the basis. And so that was why I got upset.
Off the beginning.
I have to tell you, though, I'd never heard of Proud Boys. It's I don't know where I exist in this world, but I had no idea who this was. And so I didn't connect to that at all. I just connected with Stephen Colbert making fun of Adam Jacobs singing it.
And Adam Jacobs connected with that as well.
Yes, he did. And so he got very, very upset. He was Instagramming, he was writing things. He was really outraged that Stephen would poke fun at him that way. And I guess I would be too if people made me a national joke.
I know, right? And you'll see in the clip, like Stephen was like, "Oh, this is because this is their anthem." So Proud Boys,
yes,
a little bit behind it.
Yes,
they are
a group that wants to execute the Trump Makes America Great slogan, and that is their main motive. And so so we started looking it up, and one of the things that we realized is they really do get this motivation every morning. They're like, we're going to sing Proud of Your Boy, and that's going to be their charge for the day. Now, in researching, I really don't think that my reaction to Stephen Colbert's insult or has anything to do with this group, Proud Boys. I feel like for me, I just took it from the men on Broadway, and I was upset about the masculinity. Wow. But then when I go and I start doing research about Proud Boys, I realize that that is a group that maybe I don't believe what everything that they say, but I don't know that I feel like the issue has that much to do with who they are, right? Like, what do you think?
Wow. Because I think, the reason Stephen Colbert, he's very against everything.
Yeah, he's very liberal.
But he's very leftist.
Yes, right.
So his
and this group is very right.
Right, it's far right-leaning. Yes. So I think his goal was to bash them 100%.
Yes.
Like, and Stephen is very well known for loving the theater community.
Right.
I think that's what brought people kind of.
They were shocked
yeah.
because they're like, "How could you do
Why
this
would
when
you
this
make
is something
blatant
that
fun of?"
yeah,
I think it's one of
yeah.
those things where, like, the more you love someone, the more you can joke with them,
Right,
right? So
right.
I'm guessing on Stephen's, and he's been asked to make comments, and apparently he really hasn't made a lot of comments
Yeah.
on it. He said he didn't mean to upset the theater community. I think it's one of those things where, like, when you're with your really close friend, you make a lot of jokes that you can't make with other people because you're
Right.
like, well, you know, I love you, so it's okay. We can
Yeah.
talk about that. So maybe Stephen was coming off of like, well, you know, I love the theater community, so
Yeah,
I'm
right.
not making a joke at the theater community's expense. He was trying to make a joke at the Proud Boys' expense.
Right,
But
right. But it backfired.
they were really bad because I don't
Yeah.
think the Proud Boys were mad. They were like,
Yeah.
thanks for the publicity.
Which,
right?
you know, let's face it, there's 2 more people who know what they are that didn't know
And
who
now
they were
there's
before.
more.
And now there's more.
Yeah.
So it's so funny because we were outraged when we heard the story, right? But then we watched the clip. And remember, I said, I love the song Proud of Your Boy. So I go into it thinking, oh, this is horrible what he did. And then he does it. And he's twirling around. And then he puts Adam Jacobs twirling around in the part. And I was like, oh, this is funny. This is really funny. Even though I don't think that we should poke fun at that song in that way. But, you know, comedy is comedy. And,
I know.
And actually, there might be more people who know who Adam Jacobs is because of what Stephen Colbert did,
Truly,
too, right?
Truly. At least
It's
maybe even his name, because we're like, oh, the guy who plays Aladdin.
Right.
I was like, you're welcome, Adam.
Yeah,
You know? But-
exactly. Now we all know he's a household name now. Look him up. I love me a guy who can sing tenor. So I don't know. You don't have to be a bass to be manly. It's like none of that stuff. It's like, I love that.
Yeah.
So him singing this song is just amazing. But what does the song say?
And the very last line, I think that's like, it like encapsulates it. And it's, I'll do my best. What else can I do? Since I wasn't born perfect like Dad or you. Mom, I will try hard to make you proud of your boy. It just gets you.
It does.
And it's like, I think a lot of us, we do want that, especially I think because in the story, his parents, I mean, spoiler alert.
If you haven't seen Aladdin.
So it's like he's like not maybe idolizing them a little bit, saying like, oh, you're perfect. But it's one of those things like it's the striving. It's the I want to make you proud.
Right.
You know, I'll try hard. I'm going to do my best.
Right.
I love that.
And there's a lot of things that I disagree with about the group Proud Boys that we talked about, but that's gonna be your. That's
picked a good song.
That's gonna be your anthem. That's pretty good, right?
Truthfully.
It's like it's so good.
And I think on Stephen's behalf, he didn't pick that song to bash them. They picked that song, and and his writers went to town.
Yes,
so I think I don't think he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna pick the I'm gonna pick the song." He's picking apart what they already chose, and they chose rightly in a good song.
Yes,
wouldn't agree with absolutely everything that they stand for.
I guess it just goes to show us that comedy has a price that you pay.
Oh, 100%.
And so you have to be careful that when you're picking a gag, you know who it is that you want to make fun of. So I was just telling Rebecca when we started that I actually read a book this weekend, and in it the plot is about a Saturday Night Live comedy writer. It wasn't Saturday Night Live, but that's the basis of kind of the story. And in it, one of the things that she does is she has to propose her sketches to the stars. So she came up with this idea that, the rule that a guy can date out of their league.
Okay.
But a girl cannot.
Yes. Okay.
Right?
It's like Pete Davidson, who was on Saturday Night Live, the real one. He kind of looks like a rat, and everyone kind of agrees. But he's dated like Kardashians and stuff. So,
So how do guys get away with doing that, right? But anyway,
that was the sketch.
Sketch.
She was like, so funny.
And so the guy didn't, because it was the guy was the guest artist, and he didn't think it was funny, probably because he dated models, and so he didn't agree with that. So the idea is that in comedy, you take real life situations and then you make them seem more outrageous. But sometimes they hit a little bit too close to home because good comedy is always a slice of life.
Yep.
Right?
Ooh, yes.
And I think that was what Stephen Colbert was definitely trying to do.
He experienced a slice of life.
Yes, he did. And I think that people got outraged for Adam Jacobs because he took it a little bit too personally. So.
And do you think Stephen should have apologized? Do you think it's fine
Nope.
that
I think
he owned his joke?
He owned his joke, and I think I heard one person say that he did not owe an apology, but maybe he should reflect on what he was trying to say, and that his comedy sometimes, most of us, if you're a good communicator, you realize that you have to do a lot of reflecting. Yeah. Like we do. We film, and then we're like, Did I just get a little bit too transparent there? Like, is Yeah. Because we do. Because sometimes we're in here just as friends, like Rebecca said in the beginning, we just talk.
Yeah.
Sometimes
we'll be like, so that won't go in there.
Yeah. Don't put that in there. That might be a little bit too real for people. But we'd love to know what you think.
Yeah.
What do you think about the song "Proud of Your Boy"? Like, do you think that is insulting? Do you think it's just plain funny? Where do you think we are in the lifetime of comedy? Does Stephen get to say whatever he wants to? How does that all work? But I, for one, might go home tonight and put on the song "Proud of Your Boy" and just think about Aladdin and a dream country where your dreams come true and fly my little magic carpet away.
I love that. But until next time, this is just me.
And me.
Talking to you
from the wings.